Hello everyone, welcome to Cyber Ethics. In today's tutorial, we'll talk about UFW, a host-based firewall. We are going to install it on Kali Linux and configure the rules. So let's get started. So the first command that we are going to run is apt-get install UFW. So now we are going to check the status of USW. As it says that it's inactive, so we have to enable it. So the command for it is UFW enable. As it says now that firewall is active and enabled on system startup. So now we are going to create our first rule, that would be to allow the HTTPS traffic. So the command for it is UFW allow HTTPS. So here we can see that the rule has been created. The same thing can be done by writing the port number as well. So here the port number is 443. So we can also write UFW allow 443. Then we can do the same by using this command UFW allow 443/TCP. If we want to deny a traffic, the UDP traffic, then we can use this command UFW deny 21/UDP, which is going to deny the traffic on port 21 by using the protocol UDP. The rule has been added. Now if we want to check the rules that we have configured, the command for it would be UFW status verbose. Here we can see the action, whether the traffic is allowed or denied, and here which says from which IP or port it's coming from. Here it says anywhere. If we want to see the commands in a numbered fashion, then the command for it would be UFW status numbered. If we want to delete a rule that we have configured, the command for it would be UFW delete. Here we have selected the fourth numbered command, which was 21/UDP. So this rule has been deleted. By using UFW allow from the IP address. Here the IP is 192.168.1.14. So that rule is also added. If we want to allow the connections from the entire subnet, then we can do the same by using the command UFW allow from 192.168.1.0/24, where we are specifying the CIDR notation. So the rule has been added. So if we want to allow the HTTP traffic from a particular IP address, then we can do that by using the command UFW allow from the IP address, which is 192.168.1.14 to any port. Here we need to specify the port number. In this case it would be port 80. So now this rule has been added. And if we want to specify the protocol that should be used for this connection, then we can do that by using the command UFW allow from 192.168.1.14 to any port 80 proto TCP. So the rule has been added. So if we want to deny the traffic on a particular interface, then we can do that by using the command UFW deny IN on ETH0 to any port 80. Here we are specifying that any traffic, incoming traffic from Ethernet 0 interface for port 80 should be denied. So the rule has been updated. If we want to add a comment to any rule that we have created, then we can do the same by using this command UFW deny 3389 comment RDP. Here we have added the comment RDP because we are denying the RDP on this port 3389. So the rule has been added. So if you want to check the status of the rules that we have created, so if you want to check the whole list, so the command would be ufw status verbose. Here we can see all the rules that we have configured till now. Here we can see the comment as well with the hash on the right hand side. Here if we see the from, we can see the IP addresses that we have allowed or denied. So these are all the rules that we have configured till now. So if we want to go back to the default, if we want to disable UFW, if we want to disable the firewall, if we want to go back to the default settings, then we can do that by using UFW reset. It is going to ask us whether we want to proceed or not. Here we need to tell why. So it is going to do a backup and it is going to restore to the default policy settings that were already there. All the rules that we have created would not be there anymore. So let's just cross check it by running ufw status verbose again. So here we can see the status is inactive. So the rules that were earlier there are not there anymore. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.